in the NBA, 6th in three-point field goal percentage, 8th in scoring. And this is also what I would call a pretty solid offensive rebounding team. I mean, they've got a top 10 ranking in the second chance points category.
And they've also enjoyed a lot of success from beyond the arc. I mean, as you can see by that top 10 ranking and three-point percentage, that's a shot they should continue to feature in their offense.
Irving drives in. There's the feed to Thompson. And the basket good.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve. And one thing that everybody loves about Coach Pop is his frankness. You get a taste of it in interviews, but he's as honest and straightforward with you as he is with anybody else.
Irving with the ball. He's picked up by Parker.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
Now here's Leonard. Some stats for him. He averages over 21 points a game. From deep, Green. And that one's good. Well, you've got Greg Popovich, and I think he puts this at times grumpy demeanor in a more of a spotlight. He's playing along, as we all know, with the sideline reporters. He knows, Greg, you know this firsthand, when to turn it on, when to turn it off. He can be as compassionate a person, Clark, that you and I have ever been around.
Yeah, he's competitive, but he understands that we're all human, and he treats people the right way all the time.
No good. And Cleveland the other way now. And now the fast break. Irving with the ball. And he gets it to go. Smith's got his second basket of the night.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a one-footer. Come on now.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
It is. I mean, no reason to back off and give him the layup. I mean, much better off making him go to the line.
So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. David West, he's checked in for Duncan. Diaw comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. Kyle Anderson, he's checked in for Leonard. And it's Martin in for Daniel Green. A big group substitution here for Cleveland. Mozgov, he's checked in for Thompson. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. Iman Shumpert's checked in for Smith. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Kyrie Irving. Stolen by Martin. And they're running. Here's Anderson. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot two.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
For San Antonio, they've gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. The Spurs making a switch here. Mills is checked in. The Cavaliers leading by 6. Dellavedova kicks to Shumpert. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Rebound San Antonio. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
Yeah, not a fan of moral victories, but that game in a lot of ways was a confidence booster for them because they really didn't have it that night and yet still had a chance.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, I think they're one of the few teams that can play that poorly and still almost come away with a win.
The basket's coming early.
Here we go, San Antonio. Please.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Cavaliers.
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
And also another aspect. Of their game that's been super so far tonight is how they've been sharing the basketball.
On the court for Cleveland, J.R. Smith and LeBron at the 2 and 3. Kevin Love out there with Thompson. And it's Irving at the 1 spot. And there's J.R. Smith on the assist by LeBron. 6 points for J.R. Smith.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
The Spurs working the ball around now. Here's Diaw. Another shot. Martin from outside. That's good. Martin's got 5.
The D just sagged off just enough, and no hesitation on his part.
Love outside. It's James atop the key. That's in there. Love with the assist.
Assist goes to.
And that's now 7 points for LeBron.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from inside the paint area.
There's got to be a wall of defense when it comes to attacking the paint. Plain and simple.
Deep 2 from Anderson. Kept alive. Mills.
Cavaliers foul call.
And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
That's his second personal.
Here on the 2K leaderboard of the NBA's leading defensive team. Number 1, the Spurs.
And they've shown no slippage defensively. If anything, they've become more stifling since the break. I mean, they're playing inspired, passionate basketball at that end of the floor.
And some changes here for the Spurs. LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for Diaw. Kawhi Leonard comes in for Kyle Anderson. And it's Ginobili in for Kevin Martin. So timeout called here, the first for Cleveland.
And now, your Spurs dance team.
A platoon swap here for Cleveland. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. The feed to Shumpert. To the wing on the left. That's a 2 from Dellavedova. That one's good from the corner. Mills passes to West. Aldridge dishes to Mills. West kicks to Mills. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. The Cavaliers leading by 5. Shumpert with it. Leonard picks him up. Mozgov sets a screen for Shumpert. Here's Dellavedova, covered by Mills. For San Antonio, they've gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter, going just 1 for 5. Pass to Leonard. He feeds it to West. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. West has got his first points of the night.
Oh, I love that dish down low.
And the Cavaliers call time here. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up. Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
5 to shoot. Parker kicks to Duncan. Shot is off. Good D by Thompson.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. The Cavaliers shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. Daniel Green, he's checked in for the Spurs. No good on the second free throw. 3 on 3. And he gets the bucket. And that's now 6 points for Leonard.
You always hear about chemistry. That's a perfect example, knowing where each other is at all times.
And that one's good.
What are they thinking, leaving him with all that space out there? Do they not know? Have they not heard that this guy is unbelievable? That's a layup for him.
Here's Green, and it's good off the back rim and in. Green's got 5 now. There's 53 seconds left in the second quarter. Smith on the wing. Nice D from Duncan.
Oh, tough D on the inside.
It sure was, Greg. No easy access to the basket when that fella's in the middle.
Stolen by Thompson. Green with the block. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by James. And the Spurs with some changes. Boris Diaz checked in for Duncan. Kyle Anderson comes in for LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Martin in for Leonard. Martin attacking.
And guys, right now, the defense mentally not there. Can't afford too many of those in a close game like this.
Yeah, Jay, you're right. Almost a free run, don't you think? Clark to the hoop for him there.
Momentum can swing on plays like that, Kevin, especially when the finish has that much thunder on it.
And you gotta love the effort. I mean, he battles just as hard on the inside as he does on the perimeter. Well, the first thought for
Tie game in San Antonio. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
And now, your Spurs dance.
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game. Look at LeBron James. He's really been playing well.
always been a dynamic scorer, and we saw in that first half the entire repertoire on display.
Yeah, he's a hard man to keep down, and so far they haven't found the answer for him. I don't know if there is an answer for him, quite honestly.
And it's been a back-and-forth game so far with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter starting here now. Look at LeBron James. He's really been playing well.
I know we've said this many times before, but what a great first half. Just an offensive juggernaut.
And, you know, in the end, I wouldn't be surprised if we're talking about what a great second half he had, guys. I mean, he can usually keep it going for all four quarters.
Defensive-minded Green and Leonard are the wings. Duncan out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. And it's Parker in at the point. So that's who Greg Popovich starts the second half with. Here's Leonard. That one off the back iron and out. Leonard with the steal. And there's the call on James. That is his first foul of the game. And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
Looking at the Cavaliers over the last 10 and how they compare to the rest of the league, this is what we've got. First in three-point field goal percentage. Second in fewest turnovers per game. And they also show up as a team in the top 5 in scoring. Boy, this team is balanced and versatile offensively.
And you look at their incredible three-point percentage. I mean, it's not just about their accuracy, but their execution using screens and creating those open looks. That's been key.
Good. Now it's a 4-point Cavalier lead.
Nice move and finish. I think the halftime break really gave him a second win.
Parker passes to Duncan. Parker dishes to Duncan. Parker kicks to Duncan. And it's Kevin Love with the foul. And that'll be his third foul so far.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. David West, he's checked in for Duncan. Ginobili comes in for Daniel Green. And it's Mills in for Parker. And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Mozgov, he's checked in for Tristan Thompson. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. Iman Shumpert's checked in for James.